Recording it here, and we're good to go. So Bonita, it's all yours.
All right. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the last half-hour power hour of this year. Happy New Year. Thank you, Cindy, for inviting me to host this one and only New Year's Eve party that I'm going to. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. One of them was off the topic that Cindy and Ricardo were talking about yesterday, and the fact that this is Virtus's baby. And a few years ago, I did a training on, I don't know, maybe we should have David, get ready to do the thing. You know what? I was thinking about this yesterday. David ought to train a couple of us to do what he does with the timer in case he falls down the well one morning or something, Put that on your list. Anyway, back to the baby. So many of the times we're doing all of these, contacting these people and making the phone calls or sending the information. We aren't making a follow-up time. And so in my training, I talked about how important the information is that we have in our hands. And it is vital. It's the most important thing that I'm doing right now. And I equated it to a baby. So if you call somebody up and you say, hey, I've got this incredible information I'd love to share with you. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? And they say, yeah, just send it over. And if I get a chance, I'll take a look at it. Well, at the same time, you would not call your neighbor and say, hey, I have to run downtown and do some errands. If I bring my baby over, would you watch her? If your neighbor said, yeah, bring her over and lay her on the couch. And if I get a chance, I'll take a look at her. You wouldn't bring your baby. So don't send them the information if they aren't committed and understanding how important it is to you. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was contacting people and getting into groups and pages. So the end of September, Alyssa did an absolutely fantastic video on how to find new prospects on Facebook. So she taught us how to, think about the music that you enjoy or the books that you have read and try to connect with people that way. Well, I burned through that pretty quickly. And so I thought, well, how am I going to, my mind was just blank. I couldn't think of how to connect with more people on Facebook. And so I thought, okay, it needs to be something that has commonality to me. So I created an outline of my life. Okay, I was born in the 50s. I was raised on a farm. I came from a big family. I rode a school bus forever in my life. I studied martial arts. I went to the University of Minnesota. I spent all my summers in Cook City, Montana. I'm a chainsaw sculptor. I'm a mom of 4 sons. I live 2.5 hours from Glacier Park. I raise Pomeranians, and I love to rebound. And so I just wrote all this stuff down because that's my whole life, right? And I started and the first thing I came to, I found a site called Born in the 50s, Raised in the 60s. How perfect was that? I mean, people want to share their experiences. They want to talk about their childhoods. They want to remember their memories, So I got on a group, and it was great. There, I was born on a farm, so I found one that was called Growing Up on a Dairy Farm. And so you have commonality with people, and not only are you being able to comment, you can share things. One day I posted the picture of our big red old barn, and I shared many of my memories of growing up the memories I have of my barn. And there's so many. It's so rich. It's so wonderful, the memories that you can have of growing up on a farm. I got like 200 likes and loves, and almost 200 engagements, not just comments, engagements. I mean, back and forth talking and remembering and that kind of thing. I couldn't really find anything about the school bus, which was odd for me because I spent 40 minutes twice a day for 5 days a week, 9 months a year for 12 years of my life, and nobody thinks that was important. I might have to start that in a group. I'm not sure. I spent all my summers in Cook City, Montana. There's like 3,000 people there in the summertime and 6 of them in the wintertime. They have their own group. And so I joined it. There's thousands of members in this group because everybody goes to Cook City, Montana. And, in the summertime, some of them have worked there. Some of them just vacation there. Mom of 4 boys. I found a site called Mom of Teenage Boys, Survival Tips. Oh, can I share content there? Let me tell you. And then I've been a member of a senior Pomeranian group for several years, and There's one admin, and she's a crusty old lady who doesn't want any kind of network marketing. She wants nothing, you know. But I eventually wormed my way into where she was saying, okay, you can put a blog, you can blog every Thursday about your product. And so I did that for a while. I finally got her using the Renew 28. So it's baby steps, you know, but so something's going to happen there. Then, you know, once you get in and you find these groups, make sure that you're not just commenting and liking, but you're actually posting posts that create engagement. Now, I mentioned the barn post. Well, I also did one, was a picture of an old woman in front of a brick building, and it was, the title was Wise Advice from a Farm Wife. And so her advice were things like, you know, always pat the chickens when you take their eggs. Check your shoelaces before you run to help someone. I got 156 likes and loves and 75 comments and 245 shares from that post. So try to find those kind of things that create engagement. I recently just listened to Mal Sword talk about the goal setting, and one of my favorite things that he said in there was dance until it rains. And I'm telling you, I am dancing my heart out and waiting for it to rain. So let's get busy, and we'll see you back here in 20 minutes. Hit it, David.
The man responsible for time.
I thought Cindy was